It's not what it seems. I told him that his name is Marvin, Marvin. I told him that my name is Marvin. He looked at me and told me, bro, oh, oh, oh. Morning, boys.
It's not the one that lies to your face. It's the one that tells you the truth, just slightly twisted. Real manipulators.
Mate, shut up. What are you saying, boys? Morning T1, morning Jed, morning Mehmet, morning Nick, Fletcher, what you saying? T1, he set the 4 hour high, nasty fair rejecting the 15-minute order block. We just run the TikTok up real quick. Fucking hell, it's a bit loud, isn't it? I'm trying to see if I got this fucking. I've been waiting for this Alpha Futures account for time, bro. It's bare annoying. I still haven't got it though, I don't think. It's low key a joke. Better trying to trade it, I've been waiting on it. Let me quickly log in, see if I got this Alpha Futures account in it. Bro, I still haven't got them. Low-key bullshit. Yo, G, morning. Last week was 3 hour up. Nah, I lost one, Yeah, that's standard though, bro. Standard, innit? Right, let me go live on TikTok. Wait, you man said camera at the bottom, innit? There we go. Yeah, let me know what you man are looking at. Let me know what you man are looking at. I was 9k up on my funding, now I'm 8k down. Fucking hell. What size funded is it, bro? Let me just get the announcement sent in real quick. Yeah, let me know what we're looking at, chat. Let me know what we're looking at, boys. What you saying? Morning, everyone. Didn't wait for a payout. Oh, you was 9k up and you did. Oh, bro, yeah, you should always really wait for that. I mean, obviously it's in hindsight, innit? But if you're 9k up, just get that payout, bro. I mean, you risk like a one more k. Yeah, that is low key. That's just greedy though, innit? It's just pure and utter greed. But I mean, it's one of them. It's a mistake you're only ever gonna make once. So, do you know what I mean? It's so hard to take, but it's gonna make you a good trader. And the way you should look at it is, you was always gonna make that mistake at one point anyway. Like, you need to learn that. I've been in that position as well. That's why I tell you, man, to just like, if you've got a good payout, just firm that. Like, I'm telling you, man, from experience. In it, I've been in your position as well, Sing. But luckily, I mean, not luckily, but made it back. So it's just calm. If you man are chilling, everyone get on this TikTok as well and just double tap it up. What are we saying, TikTok? What are you saying, Vex? What are you saying, Aaron? Morning, everyone. Let me know who's in here, boys. Let me know who's in here. Morning, Sam. What prop firm? FTMO. Morning, Henry. Lou, how much dough do you have in the bank, my bro? Bit of a mad question. I've been saving recently though, Vex. Just been saving bears, so I've probably got the most now than I've ever really had. What you saying, Randy? Morning, bro. Morning, Trap. What you saying? Morning, Mehmet. Kevin, why'd you keep asking? Yeah, trust. TP US 762. Wait. 15 762. Yeah, you got a higher stop loss, a higher TP. I'm assuming you got quite a big stop loss then as well. Yeah, it's a bit of a mad question. GJ Long's from 4 Hour Order Block. Morning, bro. Morning, bro. What are you saying to here? What are you saying, Nick? Yeah, man. What are we saying, everyone? Let's have a look at GJ. Let's have a look at the yen basket first of all. So yen basket is coming into this point, into that fair value gap that we wanted to see price come into on the 2 hour, I think it was. Yeah. Let's just check we don't have any daily CRT. We've only got CRT of this right here. But again, where we're so bearish, we are just looking for them retracements. And just like this, we had literally, like, to be fair, it looks literally the same, but we have a sell-off. We have a pretty heavy retracement. You can see them two big candles. Yeah, let's let this TikTok build up. One clip. Are you looking at NQ? Yeah, I can do, bro. Everyone double tap the screen on TikTok, man. I feel like Mace's face is literally just shadow banned off TikTok. Like Mace's face in general. Like whenever he goes on a TikTok account, the TikTok account just gets absolutely nuked. Do you reckon that is actually a thing? Because, bro, like, this account is now... I've never had views this low on TikTok. Lou, your mentorship is so good. Courses are informative. Appreciate it, Azzy, man. Glad you're liking it, bro. What point are you at? Like, when Mace goes on YouTube, it builds up like normal. But for some reason, when he goes on TikTok, it just gets absolutely nuked. Like, it's bare weird. It's like his face is just... it's just thingy. But yeah, everyone go watch that YouTube vid that Mace put out yesterday. It's a 30 vid. Watch that after the stream. It's a little case study there. But yeah, we'll get into JPY. Let me just peel this orange. New season of Danny Boy 83 has started as well, if anyone's on that type of timing. I'm just at accumulation, manipulation. Yeah, nice, bro. That's literally the key to the majority of what we trade, so I'm sick. Alright, let's do GJ. Let me know who's in here, boys. 56 man in there. Let's get some more man in here, boys. Let's get some more man in here. Alright. Morning, Santiago. What you saying, bro? Alright. So, we're still trying to trade down into here. Got the 8 hour CRT. So we're still aiming for this low here. We did have CRT of this candle as well, which has now been completed, which is a nice little confluence there. You can see that's been completed now. But it's easier just to use the 4 hour really. And yeah, we're trading this 2-hour fair value gap. So this is the point where I'd really be looking to get into or look at sells again. You want to see some fair value gaps getting inverted. I mean, you got to think we've got a long way to come down, so you don't have to just aim for the Asia low. You could actually aim for, well, either the CRT low, New York low. So we have got a Vector Mindset is cooked, bro, calling out for asking stupid questions. Yo, Louis, can we do a FIFA 1v1 stream on live some days to get some views and do some wagers? It's not really a wager, is it? Because you clearly know you're better than me at FIFA, so you're just trying to make money off me. So, no. We do some fun games, but FIFA's just boring, isn't it? Who wants to watch a game of FIFA? So yeah, we've got this fair value gap here we want to see get inverted. Cool. No, I mean, like, all of us, like, your fans can do 1v1s. Yeah, maybe, bro. Maybe, if that's what people want to see, but... so yeah, we will really want to come into this order block, ideally, but if not, well, then we'll just wait to see for the inversion. Probably going to get a 15-minute fair value gap after this candle close in 10 minutes anyway, so... Yeah. Okay, nice. This is running. The only thing about this, you can't really aim for any... I didn't want to aim for this, because that's 7 pips. Like, what am I, a child aiming for 7 pips? So I've aimed for these wicks here. I mean, you don't really want to go for... in my opinion... the end basket is bearish right now. And so is the dollar. So you ideally want to go on either the euro or the pound, really, against it if you are looking for longs. Hopefully the euro is probably the most optimal one. I mean, it is trading above its all-time high. If you look there, this is its all-time high. You can see we have retested that level and had a nice rejection, which is a nice sign. If we go on, let's go on the monthly. We're obviously not going to have any CRT on the monthly or weekly. Let's go on the daily. What do you think about GU? I'll get into GU in a sec, bro. Let me move this across. Yeah, look, could you go over EU? I got cooked on it. Yeah, no worries. It wasn't the best trade in the world. I'll be honest. I'll get into that EU in a sec. So... in terms of this one, to be fair, this price action just looked kind of shit to the upside, I'll be honest. It does mainly look bearish. Even though we're not bearish on it, it just does look bearish. So, yeah, I mean, even the volume, there's literally no volume, really. Okay, we've had a bit of a... Okay, we've taken that low now. And there's a bit of a heavy reaction. Now we've taken that Asia low. I mean, that is obviously ideally our target, but it just wasn't anywhere near enough pips in order to do that. We've broken above this volume though, so let's see if buyers actually do start stepping into the market now. We want buyers to actually come into the market. The reason I'm looking at buyers is because I'm still looking at this 8-hour CRT to be completed. Like this, just 8-hour CRT. If we look at the DXY as well, we've still got this 4-hour CRT to be completed as well. So we've got this candle's high was swept. So we want to trade down as this Asia low. So essentially my bias was just sells down to there, and was just looking at potential reasons to end. So we also did have the start of this CRT here on the 4 hour. So very much a CRT entry in every aspect really. You can see first we've got this big candle swept, which is our initial target, and then we had this swept, and then this is a target. And then it was just a matter of looking at order flow. So in terms of the 30-minute, I saw pretty much every pair reacted off something from the New York session over Asia. So we saw the Asia session rally up to this New York point and then rally down again. So it told us that we're probably going to continue that. You can see, so it was the order block here from New York session. For GU, it was again the order block, and for EU wasn't as clean to be fair, but EU did just come down to that general point where the volume was, where that max volume was. So yeah, that's what we was mainly looking for, and that's essentially it. I mean, in terms of the actual entry, it was just this 15-minute order block here. You can see there's pretty nice price action just running away from it. So just wanted price to come back up and then run. I mean, hopefully we don't see it just come all the way back up after taking that 4 hour low, but it does look like that's what price is doing. I mean, I've ideally already been out of EU by now, but not really a possibility with how kind of small the range would have been. So let's just hope we come into that order block and run. I've had a little bit of help with EG here, the fact it's so bullish. But yeah, this wick does not look friendly at all. And obviously when we're at this point of volume, we do tend to get rejections from these points, and we need price to actually get a grip of itself essentially and actually start trading above it. Yeah, this looks like, well, yeah, we'll see what it does. We'll see what it does. We obviously got this low to break in order for a change of character to look for sells. I don't think, yeah, there's no real fair value gap to look for anything else. So it's mainly just looking at the DXY, man. DXY is going to be the main thing. We just need DXY to continue that sell-off. I do think the DXY has got targets to the downside for sure. I mean, it's got the New York low and it's also got this CRT low. So there's definitely reasons to come lower. But it's just if we're just going to treat this Asia low as a reason to come up to the Asia high. And then from that, New York session might come down or whatever it wants to do. But yeah, we'll keep our eye out on that anyway. Yeah, chat, let's get some more man in this YouTube live, bro. I don't know why these YouTube lives are doing so bad recently. I really don't. We've like halved the viewers in like a few days. I really don't know what. Actually, no, we haven't. Okay, my Streamlabs is bugging. Okay. Yeah, my Streamlabs is bugging. It says there's like 50 man in there, but there's just not. There's like 80 man in there. I do use shorts and got stopped out. Oh, I do use shorts on GU today. Took over 3% and then got stopped out. Unlucky, bro. You don't got your lightsaber. I unlock the lightsaber when we win the trade. I unlock that. Right, nice little rejection there. So what we need is we need buy, because obviously if you look at the volume, this is kind of important. So if you look at the actual buyer here, yeah, the live's actually cooking, boys. I thought we was on bare low views, but I missed it yesterday. I was out. Imagine hitting their sales in 2026. Yeah, facts actually. What's this thing called? That's quite jokes. I've got that now. Alright, cool. Yeah, let me know what you man are looking for, man. I missed yesterday. Was out. Yeah, it was a bit of a dead day, to be fair, on Monday. It was a bit of a dead day. What happened to the other guy? Oh, that was the same guy, bro. I just shaved my beard and grew my hair out overnight. Type of shit I'll be on sometimes. That is jokes. Nah, bro. He goes live for New York session. I go live for London session. But yeah, man. Yeah, man, let me know what pairs you man are looking at. While long it's 2 hour fair value gap. I've literally just went through my whole bias, bro. But yeah, I mean, we're looking for price to trade into this fair value gap fully. You can see our TP is literally at the high of that fair value gap. So that's mainly what we're looking for. It's one of them. I would have ideally closed at the Asia high, but there was just no There was just no point to do so. Really, it's one of them. Our hand was sort of false because the RR wouldn't have been high enough if not. This is like a 3.5 to 1. If we aim for this, it would have been less than a 2 to 1, which I never really aimed for. So. Yeah, man, let me know what pairs we're looking at, boys. NQ. Right, well, I did just go through it, boys, by the way. Did just go through my whole bias. But let's have a look at NQ, because people are... Okay, NQ's looking bearish. Mate, NQ, I swear, is like... People swear by it, but... It's a bit of a mad pair. A bit of a mad... Not pair. It's a bit of a mad index. Okay, let me... I've got so many drawings on my chart as well. What could I possibly have drawn on this? Obviously, NQ is always going to be bullish on a higher time frame perspective. So if we draw it on, it's always going to be bullish on a higher time frame perspective. Go on the weekly. Last week was a nice sweep. So really, we should be looking at longs since that sweep to this high here. If we're looking at the internal external, our current range is from this low to this high. You can see we are tapping into the OTE and getting decent rejections. I mean, this is very much a higher time frame bias, so bear that in mind. I've also got this weekly fair value gap there. You can see was filled pretty nicely. I'm actually going to keep that OTE on because that is quite nice. Alright, cool. So right, we can see the sweep and then the move. So yeah, me personally, I would be looking for longs. We've had nice price action yesterday. We've also got the start of a CRT move as well. I'm actually going to dot this one out because it is on the monthly time frame, so it's a bit mad. Monthly, and then we've got this sweep of this low here. Sweep of the CRT low there. Wait, how comes you traded before 9? We trade from 7 AM to 10 AM, bro. I would usually close at Asia high, but yeah, just stick to your plan. In it, we always close at Asia high, to be honest, bro. But there was just not, as I said, our RR was just nowhere near good enough to do that. So, is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, now I'll definitely be looking for buys. We're just not at a great point for buys right now. We want price to come down a little bit more before looking for our next set of buys. So yeah, obviously our current range on the 4 hour is here. So you'd at least want price to come into the discount if you draw it on. You'd at least want price to come into the discount and draw it on. Boom, boom, boom. 100 man in here. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Yeah, man. I don't know why my Streamlabs is telling me there's barely anyone in there, but there's like over 100 man. So let's go. UJ longs, EURUSD sells, took an L on GJ buys, looking for GU sells. This girl I met is a baddie. Okay. On this right now, you'd definitely just be looking for sells, man. So we've obviously had this really, really bullish leg. And we just want this to come down first before we then see that next movement. So really we're just in that sell, that recovery market, I suppose you'd call it. Just looking, I mean, we're probably coming off this order block if you had to pick something. Oh, coming off this order block here. Be looking for price to sell off from that. So yeah, you just need really... I mean, you could jump in right now. I mean, it depends how you trade NQ. You could definitely jump in right now. If you did want to jump in right now, I would have a trade something like this. So you'd get in there. And you'd have a stop loss above this order block. And you'd have a TP at this equilibrium here. This is probably what I'd go for. I mean, you could even have a tighter stop loss, to be fair, if you really wanted something like that. Yeah, that's probably what I'd go for on NQ. Isn't structure bearish right now on what, bro? I mean, a lot of people's looking at sells on GU, so let's have a look. Main thing's DXY though, man. DXY, we just want it to be able to continue through the bottom of this low. We've taken this 4-hour low, also the Asia low. So we just want price to be able to actually push through it. You can see we are getting kind of rejections off of it right now. You see, even EU, it's just this point of volume. There's not really any buyers willing to step in right now. If we look, this is where the max volume is. So you want the buyers to start actually stepping in and push price higher. But right now they're just showing no intention to do that. So kind of is what it is. The dollar's moving decently though, so hopefully we can just continue that move. UJ longs, let's have a look at UJ longs. I mean, it's one of them, to be fair, VGOC. I mean, in my opinion, JPY is bearish, but we just want it to actually show us first, because right now it's super fucking strong. I'm actually going to check the news, because there's obviously some type of fundamentals why this is so strong. But yeah, so we want to actually make sure it's bearish before we just go ahead and jump in. I mean, we're above pretty much all of the levels you'd really look for, to be fair. Our last order block is this 30-minute order block up here. I suppose this is what you'd be waiting for price to rally into and then waiting for it to come down. You guys are proper with this. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, are you struggling? I think it's EG, really. To be fair, EG's just not really moving. You can see the dollar, though, is moving all right. But yeah, the yen basket's moving insane. Let's check the news. Let's check the news. Let's check the news for the net yen basket. Not really getting anything. Me add. I'm just searching for. Where's that gone? Okay, here it is. Bear with me. Yeah, if you don't know what this news suite is, boys, this is essential that you man download this. Obviously, you can use your Forex Factory for your basic things. See, we do have a lot of news for the New York today. A lot of news. But Pick Suite's just a level above. Pick Suite's just a level above. Japanese yen bulls hesitant amid fiscal concerns. So that was earlier today. Let's have a read of this. Fiscal concerns. Well, clearly not that many fiscal concerns. Jesus Christ. I want to see how this 4-hour candle closes as well. Could actually hold this higher, but we'll wait and see. Same as this 15-minute candle. We do really want it to close below at least this right here. But right now we're just getting rejection. Yeah, not really much going on for the yen news-wise. Japanese yen's bulls hesitant among fiscal concerns. BOJ. Getting a bit of rejection now. Gold buys. I think I'll be careful with UG longs, especially with the talk of the Japanese yen intervention. Market's likely to price in prior. Yeah, that's probably what we're seeing right now, to be fair. Probably what we're seeing right now. Booked a call for tomorrow. Sweet, bro. What are you interested in, Kelza? Yeah, price is all the way back down now. Let's have a look at gold. So what you said you was looking at gold, gold buyers. Pick Suite far better than Forex Factory. Use it a lot more. Yeah, trust me, bro. Yeah, Pick Suite's quality, man. Pick Sweet's quality. If you don't already use this, boys, it's a different level. Just understanding the strategy for London session. Yeah, man. Best place for trading London session. A lot of groups say they can trade it, but as I said, you can't be a jack of all trades. Like, you've got to master one. And we are the group that purely and utterly sticks to the London session. Let's have a look at gold. Gold buyers could be decent right now. Obviously, we are at this daily imbalance here. And we have just had a bit of a rejection. So I'm going to bear this in mind still. Gold, again, in my opinion, is still in a bit of that in-between area. We don't really know where it's heading. So all we're really going off is the recent momentum. You can see we've most recently had a pretty decent little buy. Or little rally, I suppose. So that's really what we're going off. We're in this imbalance now, so we're going to wait for our confirmations. Have we had the close above? Not yet. I just hate when there's like so many fair value gaps drawn on the screen. It just gets so hard to actually see what's going on. But yeah, we have had a close. No, we haven't had a close above yet of that fair value gap. Obviously, you want to close above this level here. You want to close above this fair value gap. Once you have a close above this fair value gap, you'd be looking to enter there. Your stop loss there, and targeting Asia high. Obviously, we've swept Asia low, which is one of our main confluences, which you want to wait for every time. And normally when we sweep the Asia low, we instantly target the Asia high. Want to wait for our confirmations first though, so we want to wait for this to actually get closed above. What else you man looking at? NQ structure, overall structure is bearish right now. Yeah, just in a recovery phase already right now. In a recovery phase right now. In a recovery phase right now. You reckon you could see a short to the DTO on EU before we get the bullish move for New York? Potentially. I mean, let's have a look. I mean, right now we're just struggling to extend. The main thing we're seeing now is just struggling to extend past this volume. This is where there's the max volume. So price is obviously happy and comfortable with trading in this area. What we need is when we come back above, we need bulls to actually step in and seek higher prices. If they don't, then we are going to come back to this other volume area here that we've tapped into multiple times. So unless the bulls do start stepping in pretty soon, I do think we are probably going to return to this area, which is how many pips away? Which is about 10 pips. I suppose it is enough to trade. Only thing is we don't really have a fair value gap to look for an inversion or anything like that. We have got a swing low here, so you'd wait for this swing low to break in order to really look for sells properly. But right now we're just waiting to see if the bulls step in or not. That's all we're really looking for right now. That's all we're really looking for right now. Yeah, it's called Pick Sweet, bro. Pick Sweet. They've actually done. They're trying to get it more user friendly. They're trying to make it massively more user friendly for retail traders. Yeah, what they're doing is actually quality. I rate them so much for what they're doing. Essentially, things like that are normally only valuable to like people that pay for Bloomberg terminals. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not as good as a fucking Bloomberg terminal you pay like 50 grand a year for, but what they're trying to do is that for the retail trader. Which is sick. Which is absolute quality, man. And the geezer who started the geezer who's running the company, he essentially made loads of dough off crypto as a retail trader. So he's trying to help out retail traders in their own space. So yeah, this guy's actually a legend who started this. But yeah, so you can see it has all the updates. So France November consumer confidence 89 versus 90 expected. So that came out at 736. You can see on Forex Factory it was you just never would have known that. And then obviously you can click on it, read about it at the side. And there's like hundreds of different platforms. So I've got Forex Live, FX Market, Routers, Economic Calendar, Pound Watch, USD Watch, Euro Watch. But yeah, you can add way more. You can add loads more as well. Let's hope the buyers start stepping in, man. So the buyers start stepping in. GU's doing pretty well, to be fair, off that 15 minute. I I mean, GU's already taken both of our highs. It's taken that CRT high and the 4-hour high, which is why I was more prioritising EU. GU sells a 50-minute order block. I personally wouldn't be wanting that just yet. Come on, let's break this high, man. Let's break this high. What's the page called? It's called, do you know Pips FX now, bro? It's called Pick Suite, bro. Who's Pips FX? Not gonna lie, that is the most basic name. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, the dollar's had that extension lower, so now we need... Okay, we can see the pound rallying off of this 30-minute imbalance as well. So we need the pound to actually break out of this high. Pound to break out of this high. And also the euro to break out of this high as well. Again, I don't like aiming for these external levels. I really don't. I'm aiming for like a wick here. I normally really don't like doing that. I like to target something that's just happened. It's like the current London high or the Asia high. Because there's just more guesswork in this, to be honest. But as I said, I can't really aim for anything else given where the entry was and what the RR would have been. Sorry, mate. Didn't even know what you said. It's called Pick Suite, bro. PIQ Suite. Suite as in like a hotel suite. PRQ suite. Someone who's commented it. I think someone's commented it before if you just scroll up. Everyone double tap the screen, man. Let's get 5k likes in here real quick. Let's get 5k likes. Hey, 20 to 30 years experience, but I paid for a month membership and he's on holiday 3 weeks now. Wait, what? Who did you pay for a month membership, bro? That's a liberty. He's on holiday for 3 weeks. That's a liberty. Losing all my money and patience. Oh, Pips FX on TikTok. Not gonna lie, I don't know why. Even if you're on holiday, bro, if you're actually trading, you still trade, innit? You can't really take 3 weeks off. It's just, especially as a trader, because if you're a trader, like a lot of people's, like majority of their profits are gonna come during 1 month, so you may miss out on like a month of unreal profits. I want to see what some of these things. Wait, bear with me while I just. Pips FX on tips. Oh yeah, I'll have a look, bro. Yeah, that's a liberty, man. Getting ours is, mate. Getting ours is miles better, bro. I'll be real. The difference with us, bro, is we are live every single day. I can even show you right now. We're live every single day with our members. So if you go on, I'll show you. We do have a stream called the Pre-London stream. I'll show you here. So if you look at the Pre-London, we're live every single morning. So you can see 6:43. We're live in our virtual trading floor on the Discord, where we basically go over the markets every day. So yesterday, 7 a.m., 6 a.m. or 6:32, 6:30, 6:45, 6:33, 6. And if I scroll up, you can see we literally never miss a day. We've been doing this for absolutely ages. We'll never miss a day. Right, literally, and keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. No matter if it's the middle of summer, middle of winter, whatever it is, you can see 7:45, 6:45, 6:20. 6:32, 6:30, 6:33. Literally every single day, boys, we are live with our members. So locked in that dedication. Trust me, bro. Your strategy is solely on continuation or reversal. Yeah, pretty much, bro. Pretty much. This is why I don't like aiming for. Because, mate, I really don't like aiming for stuff like this. I really don't. I'm still gonna hold, but I just really don't like aiming for stuff that you can't really see. Because it's just way more of guesswork. I mean, the dollar should continue to trade down, so we should be alright, but come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, bro. It's so jokes. I'm gonna bang this out now. GU buys below Asia low trust. Come on. Oh my god. Bro. I'm about to manually close this, I swear down. Okay, I'm manually closing. This is pissing me off now. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did just manually close that. I wouldn't normally manually close it, but it's just because we're aiming for an external level, so there's no reason. There's no reason why we should hit this external level. It's just like a most likely point. As I said, normally I'll aim for either the Asia high or the London high. So yeah, we're out of this now. Bosh. I'm not gonna lie, I got shagged on RR. I just had a look. We made 5.5 on that. We made 5.5 on that. Every bloody day, trust me. Yeah. She's on a challenge account as well, by the way. If you're wondering why I didn't send it into the Signal group, because this wasn't taken on a live account. It's taken on a trial, not a trial, a challenge account, just on another prop firm. So you're not going to tell you what prop firm it is, because we fuck with ACG and ACG only. So big up ACG every time. But yeah, that's why it weren't in the Signals, boys, because I'm just using this to pass another challenge, build up that funding. Me and mates are trying to aim for $1 million funding before the end of the year, so yeah, at least we can chill out a bit now. Hang on. You should be able to make your own little board on here. Alright, yeah, cool. Let me know what. Alright, what about gold? Let's have a look at gold. To be fair, we should have just held that, to be fair, but I just didn't want to really take the risk. Do you know what I mean? When price is messing about like that. I'll draw it on just so you man know where the target was here. But yeah, for the sake of like 0.1 pip, there's really no need. GU still extending through. Chat. What were we saying? What are you man looking at? Nice dub. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, if you wanted to see me close the profits, boys, then go on my YouTube. I just put up a video of me closing them profits. DJ 4-hour order block filled. I think a lot of people's looking at GJ every bloody day. Come on, bro. What about gold? Yeah, we'll look at gold. Yeah, Japan government issued emergency earthquake warning a couple of minutes ago. Oh, damn. Why's their currency gone up then? It's a bit of a liberty, isn't it? Yen dips to no, bro. Okay, for some reason we are not getting any news. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about that. Where did you see that? Yes, guys. What is the best ACG payment option, wires or direct bank? It's up to you, bro. There's not really a best in it. It's purely up to you. I'll be honest. Yeah, it's purely personal preference, isn't it? I'm in gold shorts. Fair play. Wait, let me quickly look at the chat. Sorry if I missed any comments, boys. Just put them in again. Pick sweet better than, yeah, trust me, bro. EG goes higher. Let's have a look. Wow. Yeah, we'll have a look at EG. Okay, that was really, really nice yesterday, to be fair. So we had that short, which was beautiful short. If we look at this right here, looking at the OTE, you can see. So when price, obviously a lot of you probably already know this, but when price rallies down like this, the most common option is you wait for your OTE to be hit, and then we have that second sell-off. So what we're obviously looking for would be sells from there down to our external low, which would be, see if we've taken it yet. Okay, yeah, we have taken our external low. We have taken that. So yeah, really we could see even more sells, to be fair. I wouldn't be wanting to get into buys. Even that does look good for the Asia liquidity grab. You've got to think we've had a massive period of bullishness for the euro against the pound, and only recently has that stopped. So you do kind of want to be a little bit careful. As you can see, we've been bullish for ages, and then only recently have we got these real actual big bearish candles that we was looking for. Really, that one, and that one. Even though that one doesn't look so bearish, if you look at the wick's like 30 pips, which 3G is a lot. You got to realise EG doesn't, how much for 1 month membership? Only £40, bro, literally cheapest in the game. As I said, we're live every day. We teach both of our strategies. We've got over 100 videos, over 50 case studies. Who knows about these? I'm trying these out. Where are the gym lads in the chat? Where are the gym lads in the chat? Defo booking in the mentorship call as well, sweet bro. Book a free call, then ask, I want the mentorship because the strategy makes the most sense. Yeah, man, you can book a call with us if you want, man. You lot serious, respect it. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Buy Willie to avoid a consistency roll, but that doesn't matter to you on demand and it's calm. Yeah, bro. Chicken and rice only. Shock horror. Someone named Mehmet Alvan Maz eats chicken and rice. I wonder what type of chicken it is. Mez with a little gold troll sig. Nice. Yeah, let's have a look at gold. A lot of people's... Wait, let me quickly see. Thoughts on Joe 30 buys. Boys on YouTube, if I missed a comment, just comment it again. I won't be annoyed if you man spam in the chat, because I'm trying to look at both chats. But yeah, just spam the chat in it. If I missed your comment, it's just spam it like 3-4 times. Please, Edge Lou. Wow. Nice guy you are, Mehmet. Right, let's have a look at the gold. Let's have a look at gold. I mean, this is what I was personally looking at on gold, so we'll see if he's gone against that. Okay, it's literally the exact same as what I'm looking for. Alright, that's nice. That's nice. We'll see if this taps in. We'll see if this does well. We'll see if this taps in, chat. For some reason, like, my thing is so light on here. Boys, everyone double tap the screen. Let's get 5k likes in here. Let's get 5k likes. What's your opinion on EU bias right now? My bias on EU is essentially bullish to this 8-hour CRT high. So overall, we are bearish. Overall, we are coming from, in my opinion, here, and we're going to here. So this is the starting point, and this is the ending point. But what we're actually looking at is how we're going to get there. So we're personally looking at us first filling this fair value gap on the daily time frame. So you can see we've got this fair value gap here. Got this gap there. So we're looking for price to come up, fill our fair value gap, and then have that next sell-off down. So the first few days of the week is, in my opinion, most likely to be bullish, followed by bearish continuation. So we're in a recovery phase to then continue down. Yeah, chat, you can now use my code Richesse on Alpha Capital Group and Alpha Futures. So get on that, man, if you do want to get on that. I'm not going to lie, we did the right thing closing that early. There's literally no point holding for all of this, like, potential for it to retrace all the way down again for what? How much pips off was with TP? Literally 0.1 pip off. Like, we did the right thing there, chat. Did the right thing there. Lou likes to bully me. Only because I know you can take it, Mehmet. So I think that as a positive. Same as you, same as Jed. There's a few man that can actually take the banter. So everyone double tap the screen, man. If you're watching on YouTube right now, go on TikTok as well and double tap up, man. Go on TikTok and double tap up. What are you saying, Josh? Well, yeah, what do you have for breakfast, Josh? You're a proper gym lad, aren't you? What you saying, bang lad? What you saying, bro? Bang lad. Does that mean you bang people in the face, or you get banged? Or you? Does it mean you bang lads, or does it mean you bang people in the face? No worries, Josh. Yeah, boys. Aaron's gonna drop you a message. So Aaron is a fund trader, so he trades for a 9-figure fund. He's got loads of experience in the market. He trades full time, but yeah, man, he's one of my pals, IRL. I actually met him through trading. He turns out to live bare close to me. And yeah, he's just helping with the group, man. He's as he said, man, we're the best in the game, and it just so happened that I lived like 10 minutes away from him, so he's in the group just trying to help everyone out. But yeah, he's got loads of experience, boys. He trades full time. So anything you need, boys, just drop him a message. Join the Discord, he'll drop you a message. I think that's short for Bangladesh. Oh, so no, big up Bangladesh. Big up Bangladesh. Big up Bangladesh. Just oats and a banana ATM, bro. I'm honestly not too strict on my eating. Just love training. Fair play. Yeah, you're more of a like heavy lifter, innit? You're more of a heavy lifter. Do you guys live in the UK or no more? Yeah, we do, bro. We do. We've been in the UK for a while. We lived in Thailand last year. We are in the UK right now, but next year start of next year, so a few months we're gonna be taking bear holidays. Not holidays, but we're gonna be traveling bears, going to some certified places, doing bear videos for the YouTube. Trading friends. Oh, friends. Oh, EU friends. Oh, funded friends. Oh, trading friends. Gold. Right, let's have a look at gold. Let's have a look at gold. Can you check? We'll check GJ real quick, then we'll check gold. Gold's coming down to this inversion. Only reason I don't want to make it, okay, I'm gonna make it a different color. I just don't want it to like, you know what I mean? We've got so many fair value gaps on top of each other. I'll make it green. Why not? No, that is cursed. We'll leave it like that. That's coming down, so hopefully we can come down a little bit more. Not glad I've been slacking at the gym, but I've been so locked in on trading and work right now. I'm gonna go today for sure. Yeah, man, you should definitely lock in with the gym as well as trading. I used to be in the full pro, so I always used to be like, oh, let me lock in with trading first, and then once I've locked in with trading, then I'll go to the gym, which is what I did in the end. But it's so much better if you just run it at the same time, because there's so many transferable skills. I mean, trading being so mentally, like so mental, mentality based. Same with the gym, like they're both things that are obviously physical, but you still do most of the work in your mind. Like the gym, I know you're lifting with your arms, but the lifting's not the hard part of it. It's the part of actually getting down to the gym and convincing yourself to do it, innit? It's the same as trading. Like clicking the buttons, not the hard bit. Analysing the charts, not the hard bit. It's the psychology behind it. I'm doing trading whilst working at a gym. We'll train shortly after. Yeah, that's ideal, man. It's banging. In terms, what are you looking at on GJ? Do you take a laptop travelling? Yeah, well, me and Maze will take our PCs though. We'll take our PCs. Protein shake, banana, honey, cream, rice, protein powder, peanut butter, 2 boiled eggs so far today. Yeah, you're locked in. You are locked in. You are locked in. Eggs are literally the superfood of the world, aren't they? Main thing is mental state. Everybody should train. Yeah, trust me, bro. Trust me. I didn't train for so long. I've only really this year started actually trying to lock in with it. I mean, it's one of them. I've never been fat ever in my life, so I was just like, oh, nah, it's no point. But it's not really about that, innit? I mean, yeah, we have filled this imbalance here. kind of like we are in gold. We're in the middle of two biases right now. So obviously our range right now is from this low to this high. And our internal liquidity would be here. We're obviously in an uptrend, so our external target would be to there. However, we're also tapping into this imbalance here, and in order to have reversals, you've got to go from internal to internal and then reverse, which obviously we have started doing. So it's one of them. We're sort of in no man's land right now when we don't really have a clear direction. But I mean, the fact we are in such a bullish market or such a bearish market for the yen does tell us that we should really prioritize buys. So marking out this 4-hour order block, let's go a bit lower, see if we're seeing anything. Obviously the Asia low will have been swept. Yeah, so you can see there was actually nice opportunities at that Asia high. Again, chat, our main strategy is either continuations or reversals, and our reversal strategy is based around obviously waiting for the Asia high to get taken, wait for our confirmations. If we get the confirmations, we sell to the Asia low. Simple as that. And you can see on EU, it's exactly the same thing as what we did. So we took the Asia high out like this, and then I was essentially seeing, do we have enough confirmations in order to sell down to the Asia low, or are we giving continuation confirmations? And what, in my opinion, what we were seeing was continuation confirmations. So simple as that. We entered continuations and TP. It's simple as that. We can do, when we take the Asia high, we can literally do two things: reverse to the Asia low, or continue to the Asia high. It's just as simple as that. Obviously, the higher time frame is going to help out massively with that. It's going to help massively with that. I've gone gym. I've gone the other way. I've gone from gym head shape to start trading, getting fluffy little fat boy now me. Just how I like them, fluffy. Wow. Some unspeakable things being said in this chat right now. No, I mean, to be fair, I would say this, but I always think it's easier to be big and then to slim down. Because 50% of the gym is just eating. Like 50% of the gym is purely just eating. I'd even say more for me anyway. I never struggle with actually going there. Just eating, bro. I always struggle with actually eating enough mass and force myself to do that. So I always think it's easier to just eat less than eat more. Because eating less is sort of like, you just got to refrain from doing something. But eating more, you've actually got to learn a new thing, essentially. Like train your body to actually do it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just chatting shit. I don't know. And we have had a change of character on this. Doesn't really look the nicest though, to be honest. I mean, we've had a 2-minute inversion. To be fair, even if we do have continuation sells, we should really come up at least to the OTE, so we can draw that on and realise that that is probably a point that's going to get hit. And considering GJ is obviously going to have a lot of volume, so yeah, 60 pips. You'll never get a move like this in EUGU normally. Bulking harder, cutting physically harder. Bulking is mentally harder, cutting is physically harder. Yeah, fairs. That makes sense. That does make sense. Especially protein, eating is hard, especially protein intake. Yeah, facts. I mean, GJ and UJ shorts, have a look, bro. I would probably be out by now, bro. Where are you aiming for? I mean, lovely shorts that you call GFX, but yeah, I'm not sure where you'd be aiming for past this. You've already caught like 60 pips to the downside, which is pretty good. Just got cooked on GU sells, go to Asia low. Unlucky, Yashin. What's easier to trade, Naz or Dak? Naz, bro. I'd say Naz. I say Naz personally. Yeah, so we've had that extension now from that 30-minute fair value gap up to that high, which is nice. As we said, we already did complete the 4-hour and 8-hour CRT, so you can see the 4-hour CRT low, 4-hour CRT high, 8-hour CRT low, 8-hour CRT high, whereas EU hasn't completed that yet. So you can see we've got the 8-hour low and the 8-hour high, so we've still got a good 20 pips to come up still for that, so it'll be interesting to see how and when or if we come up to it. Still waiting on this gold. Can you show us the CRT? Yeah, no worries, bro. Just give me a sec, man. Yeah, boys, if I missed any comments, just put them in again. When did you get into trading and why? I got into it when I was in sixth form, bro. It just appealed to me straight away. It was just scalable. I always used to like stuff that's scalable. And there's very little externalities. There's very little externalities. Like before I started trading, I'd try like drop shipping, Shopify, stuff like that. Just the basic stuff like reselling, Shopify. But all of that, the hardest part about all of that is the buyers, finding the buyers. It's easy to create a website, it's easy to find a product, it's easy to buy the inventory, all of it's easy. The hardest part is finding people to buy it off you. And I thought, well, trading's the only thing that you actually don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about anyone buying it off you. You just do your own work and that's it. You haven't got to rely on any externalities. Trading, I love it. That will always be with you. I love trading, something that will always be with you. Yeah, facts. And it's scalable. It's like infinitely scalable as well. We see people that's got $100 billion that trade the financial markets, like Warren Buffett, for example. Or was that a U trade? Yeah, off the fair value gap, bro. Discipline ties into both, so it's good to train and keep that discipline. Yeah, facts. Discipline trained a lot after 13 weeks of thingy abuse. Abuse as well. Could you read the chat? Yeah, if I missed any comments, boys, just bang them in again. Seeing gold continues to the upside now. Missed that level by just a tiny bit. Not gonna lie, I was hella wham, but past 2 months I've been off my diet really and haven't been training properly. I can't lie, I've got no excuse. Just been spending a lot of time backtesting. Yeah, fair play, but at least you're not spending it like drinking or doing whatever. Do you know what I mean? You're actually trying to trade, which is a skill that's going to be way worth it. So that's fair enough, John. People overthink what you can do, what you have to do in the gym. You only need 45 minutes a day, but pure hard lifting, always till you can't do it anymore, no saving energy. Do you think that's good though, till you can't do it anymore? Because isn't that how you get like muscle aches? Show the CRT, yeah, 2 secs, bro. Show the CRT in a sec. Sorry, joined late, trade breakdown. Yeah, no worries. A few people is asking me for a breakdown, so I'll do the breakdown in a sec, man. Gym is such a mental reset though, midday after London session before back test or Macy's live. Yeah, that is the best place to go, especially. That's why London session's goated, man. London session is goated. You get up in the morning, you do your work, then after you can go gym and, do you know what I mean, freshen up your mind. I always think your mind's the freshest when you've just woken up. Because you haven't seen anything on social media, or you haven't been texted by someone who's pissed you off, you haven't got a letter, you haven't got this, you haven't done that. Unemployment at its peak. US 100, Richesse. Yeah, I'll have a look at US 100, man. GU coming to the 4-hour order block. Yeah, I've had that next extension now, which is nice. EU, it's what I mean. We did so well to close that EU before. Like, look how much longer we would have had to hold this for, just for a tiny little return. So we closed it here. Closed it there. How long ago was that? 25 minutes ago. So we would have had to hold for 25 minutes to get that extra 0.1 pip. Do you know what I mean? Look, we did get a little bit shagged on our. I made like 5.5. 5.5k. Should have been 6.5. Well, yeah. No, 6.25. So 6 on the button pretty much. Even with spreads, it should have been like 6k. But 5.5 obviously still calm in it, but What do you think on gold? Yeah, we're personally bullish on gold. All right, yeah, see what I mean? Finally hit that. Finally would have hit a TP. I mean, that probably wouldn't have even spreaded us. So sweet as. Yeah, let's have a look at US. I'll do a case study on this just after I look at US 100 for one time. Yeah, again on this, I'll be bearish on this, bro. It just looks so bearish right now. You can see. This fair value gap here. But there's someone in my house and that just left. Actually know who it is. Let me actually have a look out the window. Make sure someone hasn't just run off with everything I've got. 2 secs. They haven't even left. They just opened and shut the door. What the hell? Going to get food. W Live. Appreciate that, Henry. W Live, man. Yeah, if I'm looking at US 100, I'll be looking at sells. You can see we're in a clear downtrend right now. Breaking lows. You can see breaking lows, breaking lows, breaking lows, lows, lows. So again, we should break this low. So we want to come from internal to external. The easiest way to break down the market is number one. Step one, you want to see what trend we're in. You can see we're bearish because we're breaking lows. Step two is you want to identify the range. So the current high and the current low. Current high is here. Current high is here. Current low is there. Next thing you want to do is mark out your internal and external liquidity. So your external liquidity is just the current high and the current low. So we've already done that. And then your internal liquidity will be a fair value gap or an order block within the range, or any other concept you want, but a fair value gap or order block within the range. So for example, this one is a fair value gap here. So you've got this fair value gap here. And what you want price to do is go from internal liquidity to external liquidity. So obviously it's a downtrend, so we're looking at the external low to get hit rather than the external high. So that means essentially we are looking for price to come to our internal fair value gap and then our external low, right? So we want price to come up into here and then to our low. This is essentially how trends form if you don't know. This is why markets trend, because we're going from internal to external liquidity. It's all we do. So if we're in an uptrend, we're mitigating internal and then we take external high. And then we fill internal and then we take external high. And then we fill an internal order block or fair value gap, then an external high. And obviously when you break it down, you'll start to see internal, 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 external, external, external. And that's essentially how trends form. So yeah, we'll be looking for price to come into that, which it has, and then targeting this low. So you want to just wait for your confirmations in order to get into sells. I mean, there's no volume right now at all, to be honest. When did the volume come in yesterday? 9 o'clock. What's the time now? Yeah, it's past that. So there's just no volume right now, bro. There's literally no volume in this. In terms of where price is moving off, you just want to keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. So again, internal, external, same thing. We're looking on the lower time frame. So if you look here, it's in the exact same thing, man. So we can break it down as much as we want. Let's actually break it down. Why not? So you can see right now we've got our range high and our range low. So this one's a little bit more difficult because it's kind of a consolidation, but we're obviously bearish, so we want to go to our range low is what we're targeting. And then for example, you've got this internal order block, right? This one's not textbook, as I said, because the range is kind of hard to look at. But and then if you play it out, you see we came in and then we broke the low. Right, again, I know it's already played out, but if we go back, we got our external low that we're targeting, and we want our internal point of interest or our internal liquidity. For example, this fair value gap here. Right, this fair value gap, boom. And then price comes into that and then breaks the low. So again, you're looking at the same thing. And we've got this internal order block. This order block's kind of not the best at all, if I'm being honest with you, because it's literally like half the range, so it doesn't even really help you that much. But you can see it is really what we're tapping into. I'd probably more want to go with this one because there's just a bit more to it and it's a bit more of a specific area, and you're obviously looking for price to trade down into this low here. So I would go for something like this. Short there. That is if we re-tap into it. Hopefully we do. And then your TP there. I mean, the RR is not going to be the best at all. So you're probably going to have a slightly tighter one, like there or something. But yeah, that'll be the move that I'll be looking for. Something like that. Time frame, please. It does say on the bottom right, this is the 5-minute time frame. Diallo. Where is the name Diallo from? Because that is a bare common name from whatever country it's from. Is this looking to sell? Yeah, bro. Little help. Why is Rise asking for tax ID when registering, or do you just skip it? Do you not have a tax ID? Do you have an accountant? I'll be real, boy. Just get an accountant. You've only got to pay them like 100, 200 quid a month, and they just sort all of that. It's just headache if not. Gold selling. Let's have a look at gold. Yeah, gold's just moving kind of slow right now. Fucking hell. How would you know when to sell on a lower time frame? What do you mean, bro? Appreciate that, Kels. Watch it continue. I think gold is still buys. Yeah, I agree, bro. Appreciate that, YB. GU buys. Yeah, I agree. Wait, I can see yen basket taking out external liquidity though, so I need more. So I need to see more proof of a bearish yen before I look to long now. Yeah, I agree. GJ inside for hour for order block, which is a great place to buy from. Yeah, let's have a look at the yen basket. Right, we've actually tapped into this order block now. So this is the final point. So you sort of want to see continuations now. We still haven't come above this CRT high, or the high of the manipulation, which is fine. So we are still looking to sell down to this point. We've got this order block here. We're at a really premium point now. Seeing decent rejection. So yeah, we want to just wait for our confirmation. Not really any fair value gaps here though, to be honest, that we can look for. So it's going to have to be a change of character. So yeah, me personally, I would wait for this low here to be taken. That low right there to be taken. Or this to be closed below. Obviously, you want to wait for a close blow and then a retap, but that on the 1 minute is just not enough in my opinion. So yeah, people talking about buying on GJ. Just entered a sell on NAS, hoping to recover. Fair play. Yeah, we was looking at NAS earlier. It's actually running quite nice, to be fair. You can see it's nothing too crazy. Just looking for price to continue that momentum to the downside. Alright, yeah, to be fair, that is nice. So looking at our internal and external, so we're coming. What is this? Yeah, this is it. We at all-time highs now? No. Alright, nice. We've actually kind of got a decent amount. What actually happened in? Okay, I was just about to say what happened in 2007. I think we all know what happened in 2007, Lou. Yeah, we really should come to this external high though in terms of the monthly, so we are still bullish on it. See that move has completed, that CRT with a low being swept, travelled all the way to the high. And now we're just looking at that on the lower time frame. So on the 4 hour, for example, we have got the, as we said, we've got the range low there. So range low there. Range high here, and we've got our internal fair value gap. Obviously we're in an uptrend, as we can clearly see. So we are looking for price to come from our internal liquidity to our external high. So we're looking for that move there. You can see price has already made it like what, 50% of the way there. It's already made it. Let me put a dot on these so you man can see. Price has already made it like halfway, and then it had a little bit of a recovery. Kind of nice slow recovery. I mean, this candle today was really fast, but other than that it was pretty slow. And we tapped into this order block here, and price is showing signs that it could reverse. Really nice. What time frame did I just see that on? 1 hour. Yeah, really nice 1 hour close. This 1 hour is about to close as well. We've got 6 minutes left. Right, I don't use CRT on the 1 hour, but it's still a nice thing to see. Is that we have a CRT close that, so really we should travel up to this high here. Although, as I said, I don't really use it that much on that time frame. Again, no, it's one of them. There's actually no lower time frame real confirmations there, so it's kind of hard. I mean, all we've been doing is consolidating for how long? The fact we're consolidating for this long does show that we're actually going to move a decent amount. We've had a change of character. You can see we had this higher break. So our current range is from here to there. We then made a lower low, or higher low, sorry, and then we've just made a higher high. So now we've got that actual extension. We can potentially look for a trade. We just need to see something a bit more concrete. This is way too just candles on top of each other, essentially. So yeah, now we've actually had a little bit of a rally away. You'd be looking to enter either off this order block here, or this order block here. So one of the two. Looking at gold. Gold's kind of coming back down right now. Is it mandatory to prove national insurance number? Yeah, bro. Yeah, you got to prove your national insurance number. Yeah, I agree. G Jones said all the block. Just got in GU sells off the 4 hour. Using the fixed range volume profile, I'm in buys. Fair play. G swept weekly low and daily low, so buying to one. Yeah, a lot of people's jumping in GJ right now. People jumping in buys, people jumping in sells. We are at our point that we want to see reacted off of. We're at this daily fair value gap now, so we do want to see price potentially sell off from there. But we want to be careful because dollar, obviously, we want the dollar to be on side. And in my opinion, the dollar's still got stuff to the downside to come into. EU buyers. Oh, EU breakdown. Are you in on NAS? No, I'm not in on NAS, bro. I'm not in on NAS. We're just analysing it. We just analysed it earlier. What, GU 4 hour? Let's have a look. Oh, I was reading a comment, by the way, saying that wasn't me saying it. I'm assuming he means this 4 hour order block here. We've got the daily imbalance, 4 hour order block. Just with the momentum, man. You don't, in my opinion, you want to wait for this candle to close at least. This 4 hour to close. What have I just deleted? I can't remember. But yeah, the 4 hour is so heavy. We're going to get the 4 hour close in a minute. So you want to really wait for that. I mean, looking at how this is about to close, you don't really want to be short in EU or GU right now. People's asking for a breakdown of the EU trade, so let me do it right now. So I mean, first and foremost is a higher time frame bias. So a higher time frame bias always stems from internal, external, very simple. So we've been breaking lows, breaking lows, breaking lows, breaking lows, breaking lows. So we're obviously clearly in a downtrend, right? You can see we're in a downtrend. So we are looking at this range here, the range high to the range low. So we've got, this is our range high, this is our range low. So we're looking for price to come, obviously we're bearish, so we're looking for price to come down to our external low. Alright, so that is our target, is the external low, and we're coming from our internal order block. So that's basically the framework we're working within, from here down to there. The reason we actually was looking for buys is because as much as this is our target, you've got to look at what phase the market's in as well. So we've just come off of a pretty significant sell-off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive bearish days. So we are looking for price to continue a little bit higher, basically a retracement move, fill our daily imbalance, and then continue that sell again. So breaking it down further, we are then looking for price to essentially target this fair value gap as the height of our retracement, and then continue down. So right now, the phase we're in, as much as we are bearish, our phase is in a slight recovery right now to then obviously continue down. So this is our target. Breaking that down on the lower time frame, I saw the 8-hour CRT. So candle range for here, if you don't know what CRT is, essentially when you've got a big candle like this one here, and obviously every candle has a high and a low. And what you're looking for is price to break out of the low, break out the candle low as we did here. So break out the low and then close back within the candle range. So you can see we broke out the low, but then closed back within the range. Now that tells us that this move down here wasn't a genuine move to go lower, but in fact it was a liquidity grab. So it was a manipulation essentially of this candle's low. I mean, candle range theory is essentially that every candle's a range. So it says that this big candle here is a range. So essentially this candle has manipulated that range. It's pretended almost, in layman's terms, to break out in order to just reverse then again. And therefore we target this candle's high. So it's really, really easy, good way to look at the market. Some people would say it's manipulated. Other people would say sellers have just failed to step in at this lower price. People will tell you different ways about it. The main thing you've got to realise it is purely dependent on the candle close. So a lot of things can be lied about or can be misconstrued. Candle closes can't. It uses time. It's closed back within the range, which tells us for whatever reason it is, whether it's volume, whether it's manipulation, whether it's a liquidity grab, it doesn't want to seek lower prices. It actually wants to seek higher prices. So we have a target being this. And obviously that coincidentally sits just where our fair value gap is, what our target is. So it makes sense for price to rally up to this as we want, into our CRT high, into our fair value gap, and then obviously continue to sell down. So that is essentially that. And then all we do is break it down on a slightly lower time frame, and we see what price is actually reacting off. So if you go on the 2 hour time frame, I'm just trying to see if we get rid of everything. And we're essentially just trying to see what price is reacting off of, because you can see we had this initial extension here. Right, we had that extension and then price came back down. So again, what does this resemble? It resembles a move up and then a retracement down, right? And what happens normally after that? We get the next move up. So all I'm trying to do is, again, doesn't have to be super specific. I'm not looking for a really specific point. I'm just trying to sort of build framework so I can see what's going on. Give me 2 seconds and I'll read this YouTube chat, boys. But yeah, so essentially we're looking for an order block that we're potentially tapping into. And I picked out this order block here on the 2 hour time frame. Again, I'm just flicking through my time frame, seeing what really seems the most realistic thing. And obviously this one, for me, looked like the most realistic. So yeah, highlighted this order block here and then waited for price to come into it. Or I didn't even wait for price to come into it. Price had already come into it by the time I looked. So yeah, waited for price to come into there. And now when it does that, I've got further framework. So now I want to come from this order block here to this external high here. So now again I'm narrowing down the framework until I can actually put a trade there. So again, now I'm going to go into the 30-minute time frame, and you can see during the Asia session rallied down pretty heavily to that order block and then rallied back up pretty heavily as well, which tells me this order block was actually correct, because why would the Asia session rally all the way down just to reverse again? Like, I didn't do that for fun. Obviously did it to meet a POI, which is significant when you understand about time as well, because Asia session typically moves sideways, typically accumulates. So yeah, the fact that we actually didn't accumulate and we moved pretty violently one way and then the other tells us that this was for a specific reason. So from there, again, I'm just trying to see what is price realistically going to do. This is when I actually woke up in the morning, like that. And then we saw on the 30-minute, I had this 30-minute order block. So this is basically the order block here that I was trying to, you can't really see that, can you? This was the order block here that I was actually trying to get into a trade off of. So I waited for that to get tapped into. Again, this can be broken down into the DTO strat pretty simply, but yeah, if you're in the mentorship, you'll understand that a bit better. So I waited for price to come into the fair value gap and then broke it down on the 5-minute time frame. Bear with me. You can see on the 5-minute, not only do we have this order block here, we also have that 5-minute imbalance, as you can see, which, if you know about the London session, it most respects your 5-minute and your 15-minute imbalances. So you got into these gold shorts. Nah, bro, I'm not in gold at all. People are looking at longs mainly though, on a funded bro user. So yeah, we've got this fair value gap here and this order block we've tapped into, and this is where I'm going on the lower time frame to look for confirmation. So if I just go back or leave, I'm basically just trying to see that order flow is being respected and we are actually bearish. What I don't want to see is obviously price. So what could have happened at this point here is price tapped into it, had one candle potentially pushing off, and then the next candle just absolutely bodies through. I don't want to risk that happening to me and me getting cooked like that. Little sound effect there. That was so shit. But so yeah, I was basically looking for order flow, and you can see price tapped into my fair value gap, pushed up a bit. We then on the 1 minute filled our 1 minute imbalance here. Like that. So we filled our 1 minute imbalance and then pushed up again. Wait for it. Right, like that. So that basically told me that order flow was on our favour, as you can see. Tapped in. It is quite a lot of stuff on the chart, so it's difficult to see. But yeah, 5 minute imbalance and then order flow, tapped into it, pushed up, back down again to our order, to that little order block there on the 1 minute. Again, it doesn't have to be super specific. You just want to see that price is actually doing something in your direction. So into the order block, pushed away, again back down to fill this fair value gap, and then pushed away again. So that was my confirmation. All right, cool. Price is clearly doing something in my direction, and with all things considered, let's move. So we marked out this 1 minute imbalance here, as you can see, and then put your entry on the 1 minute imbalance, stop loss on the current low, and then TP. Ideally on Asia high, but the RR wasn't good enough, so we just aimed for these wicks from the New York session, just a decent level, basically 3 RR, and then you can see price came down, and then pretty much with no drawdown, just rallied off. Struggled to get past this point of volume. If you're wondering what these pink levels are, this is our volume indicator, or our volume profile rather. So from this leg up here, this is where the max volume was, this line, as you can see highlighted in pink, that level. And from the sell-off from the New York session yesterday, the max volume was from here. So we knew there was a lot of buyers at this point here, and there was a lot of sellers at this point here, right where those pink boxes are. So they're the points that really price is likely to have a move off of. And yeah, you can see we actually did end up moving pretty nicely. And as soon as we managed to break past that level, we just shot off. So that was essentially the trade. Bro, you see the vid you posted on this account of your APN Central, how much you pay for rent. I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. Couldn't even tell you. It was like it was like $4 a night. Oh shit. It's like $4 a night, something like that. I don't actually rent that by the month. We've been renting bare different Airbnbs in Canary just to see. Like, it was an Airbnb in it, just to find one that we actually want to stay at long term. So that one was called, can't remember what fucking building for the life of me. Something Peninsula, something. Oh, bro, I can't remember in it, but yeah. It was about $4 a night, so monthly. I mean, we ain't looking to pay really no more than like 5 bags a month. But that one was nice. It was 2 floors, 2 en suites. Both had walk-in showers. One of them had a bathtub, piano, full marble, everything. 2 balconies, banging view. So yeah, that one was banging. That one was banging. But I ain't gonna cap and say I've already got it. Like, we're only looking about in it. You man know, from me you'll get the real. We ain't got no reason to lie, boys. We don't lie, do we, boys? Only in court. Alright, let me see what the YouTube chat's saying. I know people's looking at gold. Let's see what that gold's saying. Okay, yeah, gold came very close to our levels. Gold came very close to our levels. Today, man, just passed my phase 2. Thanks to you, G. Big up to you, Mano. Let's go, bro. Congratulations, brother. Big up to you, Cures. Big up to you. What's the best countries you've been to? It's kind of a basic answer, but Thailand just is probably the best country. I mean, we went before every single person and their nan started going there. But yeah, I've been there like 4 times now. And it is banging. I probably won't go back for a while though. But Thailand just is the best country. I mean, America was obviously a sick country as well. I've been basically everywhere in America. Been New York, Las Vegas, LA, obviously Hollywood and that. San Francisco, Death Valley, even I've been to better like national park places there. I've been Monterey. But I've basically been most anywhere that's decent in America. I've been to. The only place that's decent in America I haven't been to is Texas and what's the other gaff called where you get bare things on there? It's, Hindu. What's it called? Where they do chicken. I can just think of chicken. All I can think of is chicken. Brother, today made 77% already. Lovely, bro. What is that place called? What was LA like? It was sick, man. It was quality. I mean, to be fair, it was good, but probably one of the worst places I've been to. And not worse, innit? 'Cause it was still sick, but New York's better. San Francisco's better. Las Vegas is better. I even thought like to be fair, Monterey's good as well, but LA's probably better than that. It's good, but I wouldn't go there as like your first choice, innit? Actually, to be fair, I haven't been Miami either. Nashville, that's it. Yeah, Nashville, Miami, and Texas. The only place I ain't been to in America. I've never been to Dubai. Well, I've been there on like a layover. I've been there for like a day. Dubai don't interest me though, man. It really don't. I will go there, but um, in longs to then short looks good. Nice, Caden. What you entered, yeah? I'm not in this one, but came bare close to the entry. Use a fixed range volume profile. Nice, Ali. Nice, bro. GJ Byers. People still looking at GJ Byers, so let's have a look how it's doing. Yeah, I mean, we've sort of got this next extension, so... Oh, what a tune. Well, they've started using this on adverts since I put the world onto this song. Just waiting for someone to get rage baited by that poor attempt. Yeah, they've started using this on adverts, bruv. Do you think people are fake, like the lifestyle in Dubai? Yeah, defo, bro. I mean, defo. I mean, you got to think as well, boys. Dubai is not expensive. Dubai's like probably cheaper than London. Like to rent a gaff there. Just depends, I suppose, innit? I'd say like 90% of people there are actually up, but there's like 10% of people that's just trying to fake it till they make it. Is that why they flex? Well, obviously, like the banging gaffs. Like obviously, I don't know the areas that well in it, but certain areas are worth dough in it. But other areas, they're literally like 2-3 bags a month for rent. It's like anyone can really pay that. But like nothing again. I can see why people like it. If you're Muslim, it's perfect, isn't it? If you're Muslim, it's ideal. To be fair though, even if you're Muslim, surely you'd probably rather go like Saudi or even Qatar. I don't know. How much are the villas in Dubai? No, probably more. I mean, you don't get villas in the UK, innit? So obviously Dubai is going to be way more expensive, but... No, like majority of people in Dubai are up in it, but it's just like you get them 10% of people that just come to Morocco. I would go Morocco. I've heard such mixed reviews though. I've had such mixed reviews. Like, I'm not gonna lie, everyone says just Morocco and Egypt are just like known to be super scammy, and like people just don't leave you alone. But I've heard different things about it. Some people have gone Morocco and told me it's terrible. Some people have told me and they've gone there and said it's sick. So I would go there. It's one of them ones. I feel like you got to go for yourself, innit, Morocco. It's got a lot of good things about it as well. I would defo go Morocco, innit. I went Agadir in Morocco. It was mint. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you get such mixed reviews. I would definitely go. You want to aim for between 5 and 8% a month, bro, really. Or even between like 4 and 8%, to be fair. I just came back from Florence on Friday. Yeah, that's banging. I've been Florence. Italy's probably one of my favourite countries. I want to go Monaco. Yeah, I've never been Monaco, to be fair. Monaco looks banging. What do you think EU will do? I mean, yeah, probably just continue higher, bro. I mean, it's just the dollar, bro. So the dollar is obviously, in my opinion, targeting this CRT low. And GU and EU is obviously targeting this CRT high. EU. So I think we're just going to continue up to that high. We may have a short sell-off from this order block here. So we may have a sell-off from this order block where you can see we'll rally up to the order block, recover a little bit, and then continue higher. But other than that, you've seen the signal, but on gold futures it's running. Well, I don't think it's in yet though. I'm sure it's not in. Who the fuck's in my yard? I can hear bare people now. Oh, it's my cleaner, bruv. Fucking hell. It's best not come in, bro. It's my cleaner. It's best know we're running the best live on the net right now. I'm just going to get the sound effect ready for when she comes in. Hey, bro, can you please check out EuroCAD? Is your Saturday same as TJR? No, bro. Ours is way more specific. His isn't a strategy. There's no strategy there. There's no strategy. What TJR tells you is the equivalent of saying, like, this is a pass, this is a shot, this is a tackle. Now go out and play football. Well, there's no like specific of what you do. And goes, this is an order block, this is a fair value gap, this is liquidity. Now go out and do it. That's not a strategy. That's just a bunch of concepts. There's no actual concrete thing that ties it all together. So we trade the London session. We trade 3 hours of the day. We either look for London continuations or Asia liquidity reversals. So where it'll just say mark out hour highs, hour lows. Like if you go on the hour time frame, like there's so many hour highs and lows. So he would literally say, right, okay, this is your liquidity, this is your liquidity, this, and then he'll go on the 4 hour. And he'll say, right, let's go back. So this is your liquidity, this is your liquidity, this is your liquidity, this. Like, that's not a strategy. What we do is we trade it specifically. So there's no way of knowing what you're actually going to react off of unless you take time into account. So for example, on this one, we've got this low, we've got all these lows, right? This low, this low. So how do we know that this low here specifically is going to be the one that we should react off? Because when we incorporate time into it, you realise this is the Asia low. It's a specific time low, right? So we've got 3 main sessions. Asia session, London session, New York session, right? Asia, London, New York. So typically each session has a job to fulfill. Give me 2 secs, chat. Lou, what do you think of this GJ? Looks nice, bro. Looks nice. Asia session typically accumulates. London session typically manipulates, and the New York session typically distributes. So we'll have the actual main move of the day. So the Asia session moves sideways. Then the London session normally takes out the low, and then moves up to the high. Right, or takes out the high and moves out to the low, for example. But you need to take time into account to know what's going on. It's one of those things. If something happens at 8 a.m. versus happens at 8 p.m., it's two completely different things. Do you ever take psychology into account, e.g., trade into account trade and herd mentality? Yeah, psychology is the biggest part of trading, realistically. Yesterday you look different. Yeah. So I go live for the London session. Mace goes live for the New York session, bro. What's your trading checklist? Then I've got a lot of videos on it on my mentorship. I mean, yeah, on my mentorship, on my YouTube as well, boys. If you want to check out my YouTube, I've got loads of free videos just breaking down essentially what exactly you want to look for, what exact checklist you want to look for. I think TGR just trades off institution now, I'm not going to lie. No real structure when I see his trades. There's no need for him to trade, like, you got to think there's no jeopardy there for TGR. He's in a win-win scenario. Whether he wins 50 grand or loses 50 grand, he's making 50 grand off his mentorship. I mean, I wish I could make 50 grand off my mentorship, so I'm not hating, but it's just one of them ones, isn't it? GU buys. Yeah, what are you looking at on EuroCAD, Riley? Riley's aesthetic. You guys are more respectable. Appreciate that, bro. I mean, yeah, we do everything live. Literally everything live, so we come live every day and just trade our strategy. And you man will see, if you man tune in every day, we'll trade the same strategy every day. We have one reversal strategy, one continuation strategy, and we trade it for 3 hours of the day. Because you actually make bread based on a real strategy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And you'll notice it. I'll tell you the strategy, but I'll trade it every day. You'll never come on and see me completely switch it up and trade something different. You'll see me 95% of the time I'm trading EU, GU, London continuations, or Asia liquidity reversals. Which is why I'd rather be a part of your team than TJ. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, we have got one of the biggest communities in the UK, boys, for live trading. Got about 8k real members in our Discord. Bare gamblers in this trading space. Yeah, trust me. Bro, one thing that the problem with people like that, I can't lie, TJ tries randomly, yeah, trust me. Yeah, like people starting to treat trading like gaming, and they think it's all fun and jokes. Like that's the worst way to treat it. I keep seeing people doing that and acting like it's a good thing. Like that is the worst thing you can do. I see people going like, "Oh, we should have a one-on-one backtesting competition." It's like that is the worst way to treat trading. Like the worst way to treat it. It's not a game, like. And the problem with that is it makes people value a screenshot way more than actual results. Like you see so many traders nowadays, you know, when you'll see a screenshot and it will literally, right, you'll see a trade like this. Literally like this. They'll be like, oh yeah, what a trade. It's like, mate, it's just not how trading really is. But because these lot are like, they will care about getting a screenshot to send to their mate and be like, oh yeah, look at this trade. Or they're just about sending it in the group and looking like the man. It's just not the real, because what they'll do, they'll enter it here, lose, then lose, then lose, then lose, then lose, then lose, then lose, and then they'll finally catch it at the top, take the screenshot and go, yep, great trading day. I haven't placed anything on their account, they've just got screenshots in their camera roll. It's like, there's just no point of doing that at all. Literally no point. You're better off placing one-to-ones and actually making a bit of progress. Trial and error. That's why I typically find people that like are on the tools and stuff are actual good traders, because people that are on the tools, like they're very much practical thinkers. They don't really care about looking neat and tight or making stuff look good or looking neat and tidy in a screenshot. They care about doing the job and getting stuck in. And that is really the best mentality to have, which is why a lot of people that go from on the tools to trading do pretty well. I mean, I was never on the tools, but Mace was on the tools. Makes no sense as a beginner. You listen to him and you're like, ah, this guy's sick and that. But after some time, you're like, this guy was a scam. He don't make no sense. He just marks highs and lows, waits for a liquidity sweep, and the break structure to enter. Like, what the fuck? It don't make sense. He don't mark out valid breaker structure for 5 months straight. I got rallied. Wow, that's a heavy words against TGR. I mean, I do hear what you're saying, Ali. I do hear what you're saying. The thing is that he's good at introducing people to the space. He's not going to get you profitable, but he is going to make you from someone who doesn't know what trading is to someone who actually knows about trading. So he's like the first step in the stepping stone, I suppose. Yo, Lou, apparently we're meant to dress up for link up. What are you going as? I haven't decided yet, bro. I've actually not decided yet, but yeah, we have got to. You got to dress up. And if you're a killjoy and don't dress up, then we're going to throw you in the River Thames, innit? We're not going to just let you drown, though. We're going to tie like a bungee rope to your foot. Just lob you in there and keep dunking you in, dunking you in, dunking you in. It sounds a little harsh, but yeah, we take it seriously. But it's bad for normal people to actually want to level up. Yeah, trust me, bro. Damn, that gold trade went. Yeah, man. I think, was it? Yeah, it was unlucky. Not gonna lie, it was bare unlucky, that one. By the way, chat, if anyone wants this indicator that I'm using, which marks out your sessions, Asia session, London session, New York session, just go on my Discord. Someone's just dropped it in the chat. You can't search for it. It's called Sessions, Ranges and Equilibriums, but you can't search for it because it's a custom one that we've made for our members. So, yeah, just go on the Discord. And, yeah, someone will, well, it's there in the free chat. Just go to the free chat, it's there. Just click that. And you scroll down, where is it? And you click the star, wherever it is. I don't know where the star is. I've already got it starred, so... Oh, yeah. Click that, add to favourites. And then when you go back on Trading View, it'll be on your favourites. So, yeah, it's in the Discord for free, boys. Fuck's sake, I'll try something, but I never knew this till today. Fuck's sake, I'll try and find something, but I never knew this till today. Yeah, bro. You got to, man. You got to. My mate trades exactly like TGR and he's not profitable, just marks out the highs and the lows and gets swept. He looks for an inversion, also doesn't not care about bias. That's the thing, like, it's good, like, it's just scalping, really. All he'll really do is scalp. All he really does is scalp, like, one-to-ones, which, I mean, you can do well, but as a long-term practice, you're just not going to do well off waiting for, like, a 15-minute level to be broken, waiting for 1 minute SMT and a 1 minute inversion. It's just, it's not specific enough, innit? Our strategy's way more specific. As I said, what we do, only trade from 7 AM to 10 AM. We wait for the Asia high or low to get swept. Once you get swept, like here, we either wait for confirmations for a reversal, or if there's no confirmations for a reversal, then it can only be a continuation. So it's as simple as that. If there's no confirmations that we look for, we enter our continuation. If there is evidence of it, then we'll enter our reversals down to the Asia low. It's a lot more specific. You're looking for a specific point of liquidity, and the best part about that liquidity is you can't be wrong. A lot of the time, you can pick the wrong level. You can't be wrong. It's time based. The Asia high is the Asia high. No, it's not like you're going to see it differently to me. No. The Asia high is the Asia high. The Asia low is the Asia low. It's time based. Love, bro. I'm going to go to the gym. If you're still live, I'll see you in a minute. Sweet, man. Have a good one, bro. Yeah, if I missed any comments, boys, just put them in again. And when he makes 400k on FOMC, all of his fanboys start saying he's good at trading. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Like, he literally teaches in his mentorship to not do that. And he relies on off FOMC full port to like make sure he doesn't finish ridiculously down for the month. Like, you can't do that as a normal person. You know what I mean? What's your bias for now? For what pair, bro? For gold, you mean? Should really come off this fair value gap and move higher. My cleaners are cleaning right now though, so I might jump off in a minute, chat. Quick question: if you saw a trade entry at 9.59, would you take it, or would you say it's too close to 10? No, I'd still take it. I mean, you're gonna take it into account, but it's like the reason why you set rules. Like at the end of the day, is there any difference between taking a trade at 9.59 and 10.01? No, there's not. There's no difference, but you need to have a concrete rule, because as soon as you don't have a concrete rule, you let it slip, and when you let it slip, there are no rules. So there is actually no difference, but it's just a way to make sure that there's a concrete level in place, a concrete rule. To be a part of, yeah, man. Get in the Discord, man. Discord's linked to my profile. If you can't find it, it's linked to my Instagram, which is also linked to my profile. If you still can't find it, then send me a DM. If you still can't find it, then send Aaron a DM. If you still can't find it, then just sign out. Just sign out. Or would you say it's too... wait. UJ Longs. I'll have a look at UJ Longs quickly, bro. I'm off for the day, lads. Catch you tomorrow. Sweet, John. Have a good one, bro. Have a good one, John. Yeah, UJ Longs. I would definitely be rather long in EJ or GJ rather than UJ. Just because, I mean, I do agree the yen basket should really continue bearish from this point here. So I do agree with that. But the DXY is also very bearish, whereas the euro and the pound are both pretty strong. So, I mean, you want one ideally weak pair, which is hopefully the yen, then one ideally bullish pair. Oh, shit. And then one ideally bullish pair. The dollar is bearish as well, so if you're going a weak pair against a weak pair, then it's just not optimal at all, really. So I'd much rather go with GJ and UJ, bro, rather than... Sorry, GJ or EJ rather than UJ. I mean, they're all at similar points anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal. I mean, GJ is definitely the optimal one in my opinion. Probably look to go off this order block here. I mean, I know we had the 1 minute one, but... Yeah, boys, I'm going to jump off in a sec, though. Going to jump off now, gang. Got a meeting, but always will be supporting. Big up, Kales. I will drop you a follow, bro. Big up, bro. Right, this protein bar is actually butters. If you can tell by the fact it's taken me about 2 hours to eat it. It's like eating chalk. Morning, bro. Yeah, I'm all good, Scott. How are you, mate? But yeah, chat, I'm probably going to jump off now. GR40 longs, I'm about to end. Alright, last thing I'm checking is GR40. Drop any last page you want me to analyse before I jump off. If not, then I'll just do GR40 and I'll jump off. Fair play. Yeah, we're just filling that imbalance there. I mean, we're coming from imbalance to imbalance, so... It's a little bit risky. Fucking hell, that level we had was banging. That level we had a few days ago. Doing the same from this high to this low. Let's see, we tapped into that. To be honest, bro, I'd more be looking at sells. I'm not going to lie. I would way more be looking at sells, but it's your trade. And see, in terms of the internal external, we're coming to this external low, hopefully, coming off this internal order block, down to that external low. So, yeah, I mean, we was looking at that order block, you see, since then we had a nice sell-off, price then returned to the OTE, had another sell-off. So I'd just be looking to continue that bearishness, bro. Looking to basically come down and take out that low, but, I mean, yeah, it's not a pair I trade every day, so you may well know it way better than me, so, yeah. My opinion, I mean, we're trading between 2 5-minute imbalances, so that's it. Market, very unpredictable, heavy news at 1:30. Yeah, man. That's the thing. Another thing about trading London session, it means you avoid all these just stupid news days, man. All these stupid news days. Like, you can't trade New York session later, really, because there's so much news coming. It's just the whole move of the session is gonna be news. You need to be so well versed in news and fundamentals, whereas the London session is literally just reversal or continuation based off the Asia session. Fuck your protein bar, get a fillet down, yo. I will. Can't really cook on live though. Well, we do cook on live, but that's not annoying. Alright, boys, yeah, my cleaner's going to come in here in a minute, so. For all of you that are waiting for this New York news, you might need to watch this YouTube video ASAP. Watch this video ASAP. Watch this video ASAP. Where is it? This one here. If you trade the New York session, you're cooked. Everyone watch that vid, trust me. You'll realise why you've been going wrong, why you're probably losing. It's because you've been traded the New York session rather than the London session. So trust me, watch that vid, boys. I'm in the trenches here, past my phase 1, 100k, now I'm at 95k. But that's fine, bro. Just a little bit of drawdown, man. 2 wins on the row and you'll be well close to a payout, man. Remember, it's just training your brain. You've got to be able to hack these drawdown levels. If you think you're cooked, you're probably going to be cooked. So, or in the trenches, whatever. So just keep a positive attitude, bro, and realise like 5% drawdown's nothing, man. It's nothing. But yeah, man. Do you do Asia? Nah, man. We do. I trade London session live, and then Mace will come live for the New York session. On the same account. But yeah, boys. Everyone. By the way, I'm live on YouTube right now. If you didn't know, I mean, you probably did, but it's label on the screen. But yeah, we are live on YouTube. So if you do want to see the whole screen, well, you can see we're there. We're active. We've got quite a lot more viewers on there as well. Most traders who trade the Forex markets are from London. There's statistics behind it. Yeah, man, definitely London and New York are the 2 dominant areas. Which is why it's just so much. You got an edge, man. If you're trading the London session, you live in London. You're trading London session at 8 a.m, 9 a.m. If you're trading London session in America, you're trading it at 2 a.m, 3 a.m. That's an instant edge for anyone who lives in London because it's a normal time. You're not up in the middle of the night. Same here, 5% drawdown slipped yesterday. All else, all was good. Yeah, man, there's nothing wrong with that, bro. You'll get it back, definitely. Got the buys for GU. Fair play, bro. But yeah, I'm going to jump off now, man. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back live where it won't be me, it'll be Mace, but we'll be live at 1:30 on our YouTube channel. For any of you that trade indices or the New York session, we'll still be trying to coast you through it. So yeah, man, everyone drop a follow, everyone get in the Discord, and everyone subscribe to the YouTube, man, because I'm live on YouTube, live on TikTok. And the Discord's the hub of where we do everything. I've got signals, I've got mentorship, so yeah, everyone get in there, man. Everyone get in the Discord. You can see, always got people making dollar. I'm in debt because I borrow. Yeah, you can see bare people getting payouts. People making dough. Yeah, just get in the Discord, man. Best Discord in the UK. Links on my profile. If you can't find it, just send me a DM. But yeah, I appreciate all you man tuning in, boys. And I'll catch you in the next live, people. Sweet. Decent live again. 2.7k. Yeah, chat. Big up to all you man as well on YouTube. Best comment in the game by far. Big up to everyone. Yeah, big up to everyone. If any of you need anything, just drop me a message on Discord, man, and I'll get back to you ASAP. And yeah, boys, big up, man. Big up to you. No comments, is there? No comments. Alright. Yeah, decent day, man. Decent day today. GU looks like it could be coming down, so there might be some reversal trades coming. We'll see what happens. But yeah, big up to you, man, and I'll catch you in the next one, boys. Sweet.